Welcome to the Yummy and Fearless podcast with the Side Chicks, where we offer our side of the issues. Thank you so much for listening. Please follow us at Yummy Fearless on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and even Pinterest, where you'll find additional content from today's show. You can also listen to us on Apple iTunes, YouTube, Stitcher, and Spotify. Please rate, like, review, subscribe, and share. And if no one else has told you today, we love you. Now let's get into the show. Hey, Dark Phoenix.
Going on, yums.
Everything and nothing at the same time.
What is up? I want to sing a song. She was a friend of mine. Okay.
That's what's up. I sing you that. Kelly Price.
Yeah, you got me singing that song now.
And they found her.
Yeah. Indeed.
Yes. Well, welcome to the Yummy and Fearless podcast with the Side Chicks, Dark Phoenix and Yummy.
Hola.
Where we tell our side of the issues.
Yes. So we're in for a good one today, I think.
We are. So how was your week?
My week has been pretty good. Much happening. The weather's changing, so I'm trying to get used to that. It's getting darker earlier.
I know.
Don't love that.
I know. I hate that.
And your week?
It's been pretty much the same, but it has been an exciting week for both of us because we went public this week.
We did. We kind of did.
Yeah.
That's exciting and scary at the same time.
It's been crazy. And I kept like trying to put it off, and you finally pushed us off the cliff.
I'm like, we're ready. I mean, we got some things to talk about, and I want to get people involved.
Yeah. So it's been just what you said, exciting and terrifying at the same time. But I'm glad we did it.
I am, yes.
And for the people that have listened thus far, thank you so much.
Yes, thank you. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, it really means a lot. It gives us the strength to keep going and keep pushing. So
yeah, shout out to Ireland.
Right. What's up with Ireland?
We got listeners in Ireland, baby. What's up?
Yeah. Thank you, Ireland.
Yes,
That's
come
crazy.
on.
We're gonna have to come fuck with y'all at some point.
Right.
So.
Come send more our way.
Yeah, spread the word, Ireland. Spread the word.
And I love me some Irish whiskey, so I may come over and let me holler at us.
Yeah, and like I mentioned to you, I love a ginger.
Oh yes. Who fucking knew?
Who knew? Who knew?
That shocked. I've been knowing you a long time, and that one right there. But I ain't mad at it because the one dude that you showed me, I was like, okay, yeah, he's got a cute thing happening.
Fassbender,
yes.
Yes, he is like 50% of my he can get it list.
What the hell is going? But he is a hottie.
He is so beautiful. But you know what? I didn't realize I had a ginger thing until like much later in life, and like I was like, damn.
You're just admitting it. Own that shit.
Yes, like I think I have a ginger thing, but we're way off topic.
Okay, let's get back. Let's come on back.
All right. So what's the topic for today?
So you sent me that song by Kelly Price. She was a friend of mine. And so today we're going to be talking about cheater.
Yes. Cheating.
Cheater, pumpkin eater.
Yes, or sneaky links, as the kids call it today. Have you heard that phrase?
I have not. I'm used to the whole creep thing. TLC.
Sneaky links.
Sneaky links.
That's what the kids call it. Or you might be familiar with it as just plain old infidelity.
Yes.
Side chicking or side dicking, depending on what you're doing.
Creeping, like TLC said.
Yeah, creeping. That's probably more of my speed. Fucking around, chick on the side, all of those things. Cheating. So what is cheating, Dark Phoenix, exactly though?
I've been thinking about that quite a bit, and I think cheating amounts to going against it's asymmetrical information and going against an agreement, because I don't think you necessarily have to be married to cheat.
Right.
But if you're in a long-term or committed relationship of some sort and you violate that, or sneak around, or tell lies, or just go against the agreement, then you are
Yeah.
cheating. So what do you think?
I guess I agree. Just anytime that you're doing something that you can't share with your significant other,
Oh, I don't know about that one though.
really.
Anything? Wait, are you
Well, not
saying?
any. I'm not saying anything because because and we've discussed this before. We haven't played these shows yet. But because of the work husbands I've had, I'm not saying anything because now that I'm more educated on work husband type things, and I realize that I've had work husbands,
Mm-hmm.
I'm reluctant to say anything.
Okay, so what are you saying then? Give me some more words.
But I do think that if you are doing anything that's physical,
Okay, physical. Like what? The
like
touching, holding
touching,
hands.
kissing, holding hands, yeah, anything physical that's gratifying to you physically.
Oh wow. Okay, gratifying physical things.
Yeah,
Okay, and what
that you
else?
I do think that there is also emotional cheating.
Okay, emotional cheating.
If
Let's.
yeah,
I have mixed emotions about that one, but I'm interested to know why you think that is cheating. And
I think because if you're getting, I don't think that it in itself is necessarily cheating. I think maybe if you're doing it in a way where it's a secret, I think it's, which is the basic definition. It's like if you're doing something that's beyond what you and your partner agree to. So to me, when somebody pursues like an emotional relationship in secret, then it is cheating. But because if they're, why the secret if it's not an issue? Why can't everybody know that
everybody know,
you talk to someone, whether on the phone 4 times a week?
because it ain't their
If
business. It's not everything is not everybody's
well,
business, especially if it's emotional. I don't know if I don't know.
so you would be cool if your partner had spent significant amount of times like chopping it up with somebody on the phone or sharing intimate parts of their life with someone.
Well, now that depends. Are we talking about the me several years ago, or are we talking about the me now? Because now I don't really give a damn.
Now you don't care.
I'm just joking, but seriously, I don't know. I think that I just don't care as much as I used to. I think
Yeah.
it's a young person's game, the whole caring thing.
Yeah. I do think that it is a young person's game in terms of it being such a black and white issue.
Okay.
I do think that it depends on the individuals and it's up to the individuals to define that. And I think a really good example of that is in
Hmm.
the news this week with Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith.
Yeah. So turns out Mr. Smith has some what did she call them?
Entanglements,
Entanglements as well.
which I knew when he was sitting at that red table talk, when she talked about her entanglement and he was just sitting there really relaxed. I was like, oh, yeah, that nigga entangled too.
Don't don't put the spotlight on my ass, please. Let's
Right.
just keep it right on her.
Right. He was just way too relaxed.
Is that cheating though? I think because didn't she say that they had like an open relationship?
That's what they're saying at this point. And so to me, that's not cheating because that's their agreement.
Okay.
That is their agreement.
Nothing's done in secret, as you
Ain't no
pointed out.
secrets.
Mhm.
He has girlfriends, she has entanglements or whatever. But again, the issue is when it goes against the agreement that those two people have with each other.
Mhm. The
That's when
agreement.
it's an issue. And so if you have a person that is carrying on an emotional relationship, and not to say that there's anything ever going to come out of it, but if they aren't comfortable sharing that knowledge with their partner, I do think something's up.
I don't know. I'm going to push back on that because
Mm,
the emotional connections in secret part is what I'm having problems with. I
okay.
guess, and I guess I want to underscore your point that it does depend on what the agreement is
Yeah.
for couples or for thruples as they're called sometimes. But I don't know. I think that maybe in this society, maybe there's too much to be made of this whole disclosing everything, and I need to
Mm-hmm.
know every single bit of every single corner of your life and who you're talking to and why. And I don't think that's healthy. I just don't think that's healthy.
I don't think that's healthy either. And I don't think it goes to that level of it. Like, for example, there are people that believe that they should have each other's passcodes to their phones and laptops. To me, that's insane.
It is. If you don't have secrets, though, that's
But
that's the rationale anyway.
that's the rationale. But
That's dumb.
that's dumb. Like, I don't, for me, if even if I feel I don't want to go in your phone, I don't want to know what you say to your friend Johnny. And just like it's none of your business what I say to Dark Phoenix,
Right. I
you
don't think.
know,
Yeah.
or my mama, them,
It's
or
really
nothing.
it's none of your business what I say to another person of the opposite sex or same sex, whatever your flavor is,
Right.
either. And I don't think this is why I say the whole emotional connections thing and secret. It's not so much that it's secret. I think some people think that if you don't like lies of omission or something are secret.
Yeah.
I happen to believe that you don't. I don't want to know every single sordid detail of women coming on to you and what you talked about and what flirting you did. I don't want to know that. I mean, I think that some things are are left better unsaid, and I don't think there's anything wrong with having somebody other than me to lean on emotionally.
I don't want to know a play by play of every move you make in life because hopefully other people do find you attractive. I hope you have a good day and the lady at Starbucks flirts with you.
Right,
You know
right.
what I'm saying? Yeah, like I don't feel I need to know that. I guess I'm saying something that's significant.
So describe significant, like.
So, for example, if let's say that you decided to get in contact with someone you used to have a relationship with years ago, and you've started communicating and having an emotional relationship with that person. If
Ooh.
I were a spouse, I would want to know that.
Yeah. I mean, if that's the
That level
agreement,
of it.
yeah. I mean, if we're touting this relationship to each other and others outside of the relationship as though we're happily married, and then you go and start a phone campaign with
Good way to describe it.
with the lady that you used to, be involved with back in the day, then that's lying and the truth is not in you.
And I use that type of example for a reason because technology has opened up her umbrella for cheating and what cheating is and the different type of ways that people can express, and I'm using air quotes with cheating here. So
Hmm.
like for example, would you consider sending flirty text messages cheating?
No,
What
not
about
necessarily. Mm-mm.
what about photos of your genitalia?
Not necessarily. I don't know. I'm the wrong person to ask. I mean, if she want to see it and you got the picture of it, I don't. I mean, shit.
See, I think that's a minority view,
Maybe it's an
Dark
unpopular
Phoenix.
opinion. It's an unpopular. Okay, so let me put myself in the mind of the average married chick. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'd have a problem with that. Don't be
Or
sending your junk, pictures of your junk to other chicks. That's a no. That's a no go. That's a deal breaker. Come on.
but you're okay with it.
I really don't give a damn. If you're proud of your junk,
Then send that pic out.
if she's down, I don't know. That I'm the wrong person. That's sending pictures. That's not touching. You know what I'm saying? That's sending pictures.
But like why are you sending out like a glossy, I mean, like what's up with that? So like I had been out of the dating game for like a time period at one point,
Mhm.
and I got between the period that I was out of it and I got back in it, phones and cameras became really popular.
Mhm.
And but I had missed sort of like what was happening. And so like I had never met this guy in person or anything. And we just had like very basic level talking. Nothing, I don't even know that we actually, it may have just been texting. We didn't even talk. And out of nowhere, he starts sending these pictures of his penis.
No. No.
I said, what part of the game is this? I'm like, have I been on the bench for this long?
No, that was his nasty ass.
then it was like so fucking ridiculous because like they were like already clearly in a tuck. Like some of them, they would be like soaped up. It'd be like soap all over his penis, and he like leaning back. It just was like,
excuse me, sir, you've done this before.
you've done this before, and you just got like an envelope full of these that you send out whenever you think you need. It just was like, what the fuck?
Is that a thing? I don't think that's a thing.
That's a thing.
No.
That's what I'm saying. That's a thing. And I do think dick pics is a thing. And you may be correct in that they don't mean shit, because niggas be sending out they eggplant pics like good morning.
Well, if you've got it, flaunt it. I mean, come on.
Like the hell?
Well, let me ask you, how did you receive that pic? Were you pleased? Were you
I was not, because I
like,
don't,
thank you very much.
Appreciate it. Right. Wonderful. It still makes me stutter all this time later. I just was like, what did I say? What did I say to make you feel like you should send me a soapy shot of your dick? Not to mention, I'm also thinking like, what's with your judgment? Why do you think, let me get some soap and put soap on?
I know what I'm gonna do.
Let me get this motherfucker erect, soap it up.
No, not quite. It's not quite ready. Let me just give it one more minute, and then I'll be
this angle. It was ridiculous. It was like Chippendale Dancer corny.
Wait a minute. Did he have a significant other, or did you?
He did not.
Okay.
But within months of that, he was getting married.
Oh,
and I
shit!
looked at it and I was like,
wow. Just a few days ago, you were sending me eggplants.
You just was sending me your soaped up eggplant. And you up here like looking normal as fuck in a tub.
That's not cheating though. I don't think that's cheating. Okay. Shit. Did he stop? Now, did he stop sending you dick pics once he said I do?
Well, he stopped before that, because I was like, I'm out of my league. I just told him, I was like, I'm out of my league.
Please.
Right. I wasn't ready. I needed more training. I needed more exposure to understand.
Well, let me say, have you ever seen his face?
Yes.
Okay. And were you attracted to his face?
He was handsome. He was like an athlete. He had like a nice body, all of that.
Oh.
But like when he sent that soapy picture of his dick,
was his face in it?
Yes.
Oh, wow. He was real bold.
And I could have been messy, because like I was like, I know y'all know this motherfucker. I could have been messy and been like, look at such and such, because he sent me like a few, but it made me look at like, you have horrific judgment.
Like,
it's not sexy.
I don't know. I don't think it's not dick pics are sexy to women like, say, boob or butt pics are sexy to men. I don't think that we are turned on by the same things, but
especially if you just like drop that pic out of nowhere.
It's like, can you give a sister a warning or something?
Can we at least be talking about your dick and before you like just good morning and drop the eggplant in my phone?
Not safe for work or something,
right?
But I still think I want to go back to the emotional connections in secret. I think that the average woman, like depending on the longevity of the relationship, I think the average woman and man, for that matter, they're gonna find it problematic if you are like connecting with someone emotionally, like telling them all your business, all your problem. I guess that's what you mean by emotional connection.
The emotional thing. So, okay, so the emotional cheating. So, do you consider that worse than just physical cheating?
I've heard, I'm told that is the worst, because there's like you're developing a love affair with someone as opposed to just a physical thing. However, I don't think either is a deal breaker for me. Depending on where I am in life and what's going on in life. But to me, emotional connections to me are a little bit deeper perhaps than physical. I don't know though. If you like sticking I don't know. What do you think? Do you think that it's worse or not as bad?
I think that when you combine the two is the worst. Like people usually say either or, but to me, it's like when you combine them. But if I had to rank them, it would be like the combination of physical and emotional together. Then it would be emotional. Then it would be physical.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, being the worst. Because now what would I mean, I wouldn't be happy with any of it, but if you like a motherfucker, like if you really
Like you
like
like her.
you
Like you
like this
like her.
bitch, right? Like that would hurt my feelings a lot. Like you actually like her, that would be harder for me to like recover from, that you could like
Hmm.
somebody other than me because I'm me. And I'm just like, that
Right,
would hurt
right,
my feelings. That
right,
would honestly hurt my feelings like quite a bit, because I feel like I understand the physical part a
right,
bit.
right.
Because when we spoke with Mo,
Hmm.
and we'll put this in this as well, he said that men cheat because basically when they have the opportunity. Mo, do men feel guilty when they cheat?
Ooh, that's a yummy one. Talk
Come
about it.
on. Come on,
Um,
man.
in my experience, no. But men and women cheat for totally different reasons. Uh, men cheat based on opportunity and probability of getting away with it. Women cheat
Mm,
basically because there's something lacking in their relationship that they wish they had more of. So
wow.
if a man is presented with an opportunity in a way not to get caught, I'd say I'm gonna give this a percentage. I'd say 55 to 60% would take the
Are
opportunity.
you shitting me right now?
In
Wow.
my opinion, I believe so.
Are
Now,
you shitting me?
Wow.
What?
you guys will get comments from people who would say I'd never do it, but in my
No.
opinion, and from my experience as a man, I'd say a good 60% would say, "Hey,
That's
look,
a.
hold on,
Oh.
I can't get caught, and this person wants to join me in this. I'm gonna take that chance."
Oh my goodness. You dirty dogs, you out there.
And
Oh my
so,
gosh.
Okay, so now let's flip it to the woman's side. Okay, so let's say this man is showering you with flowers from afar,
oh
and
shit.
your significant other isn't even thinking about the florist. You know what I mean? You can't even get him to buy flour to cook some chicks. So you continue on that route till it gets you to a point where you're emotionally stimulated by this person, and now there's an opportunity. I believe women are definitely emotionally, they feel sorry for once they do it, because they're thinking with their emotions. They ain't thinking, you know, hey, this man did something, I really enjoyed it, and I just want to feel closer to him. I think that's where women get off. So I think most cases
Hmm.
women are probably about 40%, they would take those opportunities.
You think it's that high with
40%?
Yeah.
women?
And look, I will give you a scenario, and I think I've told you this story before, Youngs. I have a friend who women love him, right? But he is so
Uh-huh.
unbothered, right? So he had a friend. He made friends with his family and everything, and him and the husband got along swimmingly. He moved to another city, and the wife was visiting that city. She told the husband beforehand, "Hey, I'm going to see such and such. He's family friend and everything." The husband didn't have a problem with it.
Oh my goodness.
Um,
I
the
think I know
wife
how this
goes to
ends.
visit. The wife goes to visit and actually stays at his house. So they went out and did something one day or whatever. Came back. She said, "Well, I'm gonna go take a shower and blah blah blah, get freshened up and everything." He goes to I guess some time elapsed, but anyway, he goes to his room. Why is that woman laid across his bed in
What?
a negligee? No prior communication of this is how I feel about you. I want to give you my body. None of this stuff.
No.
She was
Wow.
laying across his bed in a negligee. So he was surprised. Imagine what the husband would have been, because the husband didn't think anything about, hey, my wife might go to this dude's house and give him some. You see what I'm saying? So there are women there who are not getting serviced emotionally, and some of their minds go to, well, this person right here shows me more attention than the person that I'm with. I'm gonna give him the fruits of this labor.
What?
That is crazy.
is.
Especially no
That story
warning.
blew me away.
Right,
That
no
story blew me away.
warning.
Just
No
like, yeah,
warning whatsoever.
this
Did
is
not
happening,
have a
buddy.
You're
clue.
like, huh, here,
This
Here you
did
go.
not have a clue. And I know
take
this
this.
is what she thought in her mind. This is what she thought in her mind. There's no way he can resist this. When I lay this thing out on his bed, he's gonna take it.
I
Not
could
this
not.
thing. Did he take it? How did
No,
that end?
he said he told her to go ahead and get dressed.
Ouch! Oh,
I would
that's
be,
that's
I'd be like, go,
embarrassing, man.
no,
It
shovel,
is.
go
Very
ahead
much
and
so.
dig a hole for me to go on and climb in. And I'm
You
gonna
laid it
call this
out
a
for him
life.
on the platter, man, and he's saying no.
He was
He's
like,
like,
nah.
I don't like
What the
lobster like that.
hell?
I'm good. I don't like lobster. Go ahead and take
Oh,
that.
that is terrible.
Yeah.
That is horrific.
Gosh,
Yeah.
you put
Shit.
yourself out there and then get okay, but
And he's like, nah.
But that's the same thing with the flowers. So this dude is putting himself out there, whether you respond to it in kind or not. He's putting himself out there in hopes that you'll be like, hey, he sent me flowers.
But he's not laying in the bed with a thong.
Not yet. Not yet. But give him the opportunity, he would.
and
He
you
can't come stay with you.
But
If he says he's in your city for the weekend, and
hells to the no.
do you mind if he can stay in the other room where that dude who normally stay with you don't sleep at? Hey, he'll have some roses, all right. They'll be
He
all
gonna
right.
end up on the bed, yeah,
Yep,
with the thong.
I called the
absolutely.
police.
Here
I
you, here, you,
out there and saw that.
here you go.
I would be like
Absolutely.
9/11.
I'm giving it to you.
He's
Take
like,
it.
hey, I got flowers. What are you doing?
Law enforcement will be involved. No,
Don't say no to this. Oh gosh,
gotta.
Lord.
So when the opportunity is there, so how much does attraction factor into that, or is that not even really the point?
Good question.
Attraction for a man definitely played everything. Because I heard a preacher one time said like this: "You can't make me wear a suit that I don't like." And I
Well,
thought that was so clever. It's like, okay, you're not gonna have me out here looking like Mr. Brown from the Tyler Perry movie just because you wanted to buy me a suit. I'm not gonna wear that. So it goes the same, as far as attraction is concerned. If you like whatever it is that they're putting out, then the likelihood of indulgence is so much greater.
but I guess the thing turns into what for women, what we end up finding out is that men tend to be attracted to far more than we ever could have imagined.
Y'all have no clue, and I'm not gonna go into that on this
Oh
podcast.
no,
But
please! I would love for
no,
you to, but
Because when we see what y'all climb up on,
hey,
it's
what do you
like,
call
are you
it? What
fucking
your take
serious?
home looks like? Now,
Yeah.
what I will say is that we are so simple that it's amazing. We are
See?
really simple. You
See?
guys turn it into a whole lot more than what it is for us.
Mm-hmm. Because it's some basic ass shit. I have seen it, and it blows
That's
your
so
all.
mind.
That's
curious.
all I'm
I'm
gonna
so
say about
curious.
that.
I'm curious though, Mo. I'm
We,
so
we can we can do
curious.
this. We can do this off the record. But
Uh,
So, so the other thing is we want to get some testosterone opinion on is I have a theory about Miss New Booty
oh yeah. Talk about the Miss New
because
Booty.
child, I feel like for men they
Spice
can
of
be
life.
with it's a spice of life. They can be with whatever their ideal is. Whatever that is for them, whether it is Beyonce, whether it's Halle Berry, Nicki Minaj, whatever it is. Let Miss New Booty show up. Men lose their minds.
So novelty.
The novelty of newness. They act like they ain't never ate in their fucking lives.
Never seen a booty before. Come
Never
on, talk
had
about it.
food like they ain't never had none in their lives ever before. What's up with that?
I'm looking up and give proper space here, but I was trying to look it up before you.
Well, I'll just continue elaborating about Miss New Booty because I have just seen this my entire life. I remember when I was a little girl, this man had the most beautiful girlfriend. She would like be in the yard with like bikinis on. This woman was beautiful.
Where did y'all live? I want to move there.
She would be in the yard.
She would be in the yard. Like sometimes he'd be taking pictures of her, but she was beautiful. But then when she wouldn't be around, he would be hollering at just like the raggediest women. And I'm
Well,
like,
you know,
how?
the trophy wife is a real thing, but yeah, I want to know where were y'all living when this occurred? Because I might
See,
need to move there.
the thing is, y'all ain't never full.
But see, maybe that underscores what I said yesterday, which was maybe it's unnatural for one guy to be with one chick for the rest of his life and vice versa. I'm just saying.
I agree with
Wow.
that. I agree with that. So
Wow.
I'm ready, and I'll touch on that in a second. So I'm ready for my quote, and this came from the Best Man, the original version.
Okay.
But
Okay.
ain't nothing better than some pussy than some new pussy.
Ah!
See, see,
I knew that's where you were going with that.
see.
I just had to make sure that I gave proper credit where credit was due.
Is
But
that a thing? Is that true though? Are you saying that? Like
I,
getting
I,
behind that?
I think so. Whatever
Yeah.
you make it up in your mind to be, and from my experiences, what I figured out is, uh, it's almost the grass looks greener from the
Mm-hmm.
other side, and when you finally get there, it's like okay. And every now and then it turns out to be, hey, this is all right, but yeah, most of the time it's not.
Exactly.
Mm, mm, mm.
Exactly. And even when and I know this, even when I move through the world, or even when I say like I'm in work environments and I talk about I work with mostly men and I can tell like their wives are like that bitch right there. I know that my only real advantage is that I'm new.
Yeah,
I
that's
know
it.
that's it. I'm new. I don't have nothing more than anybody else. The novelty of it
Yeah.
is what makes me
That
fascinating.
could be true for women too, though. But I mean,
But to your
That's true.
point, Dark Phoenix, the newness and the novel, I think, is the draw. The fact there are so many. Well, I looked up the stat recently. So men and women go about 50-50. I think it's 49% women, like 51% men on Earth. But I do agree with you from this standpoint. I don't think it was meant. I think monogamy was a social construct that was
mm-hmm.
created some time ago. Truthfully, I mean, and it helps the family unit stay together. Probably helps a whole lot of other people from killing a whole lot of other people. But
Right.
in truth, I don't believe because attraction is too strong. You know what I mean? And I'm
Yes.
sure we all have met someone that we're strongly attracted to, but then you be like, nah, they're married, so I can't.
Mm-hmm.
And that's always the hindrance. You know what I mean? But attraction is a very, very, very strong thing. So
I agree.
Yeah.
do you really believe that we're all only meant to be with one person? And then plus from this standpoint too, we all choose poorly. You may know how to work it out and have been together 23, 25 years,
Come
but
on, talk
generally
about it.
we're basing our choices off of we like the same movie, and they know how exactly I like the bed turned down,
Talk
and
about
our
it.
sleep numbers are the same, or we're zodiac sign, our zodiac sign
Right?
is what the fuck ever. You know what I mean? So yeah, we choose. I heard a preacher say from faulty mechanisms.
I'm
And I was
trying
like,
to
wow,
tell you.
that's deep. That's deep.
Mm,
So men are as like Chris Rock said, men are as faithful as their options.
exactly.
And women,
And women, I think it's a lot more complex. Typically. Now there are outliers, but for us, I think it's a lot more complex for
hmm.
us.
I want to
Mhm.
unpack that a little bit, but I see your point. I mean, yeah, I guess when you're really like in love with somebody and they lie to you and in secret are doing the same things with you with that other person that they're doing with you, that can hurt your feelings. That can hurt
That
someone's
that would
feelings.
hurt my feelings. So, okay, but in terms of the emotional cheating, do you view work husbands as a form of emotional cheating?
Mm-mm. No, not at all. Not at all.
Not at all.
Not one bit. Not one single iota.
Really?
Yeah.
So what if you take your daily coffee break every day with see, okay, so here's the thing. I'm gonna tell you what I'm notorious for.
Uh-huh.
Some hardcore work husband.
What's
I
wrong
have
with it?
I didn't think anything, but I have grown to like think maybe there was something a little bit
Because they
off.
probably liked you.
Sometimes, but sometimes I really don't. So, like my last work husband, I know for a fact he did not like me like that. But I be so entrenched in my work husband, entangled, shall we say, that other people are always like, y'all cheating? That's how wrapped up I'll be with my work husband.
Well,
Every break, my last work husband, every break we got, we took all our exercise together, some of our lunches. We're checking in.
well, if they had been a female, would it have caused raised eyebrows the same way? You know, if he was not a male.
After a while, possibly, and it was so bad to where visually people would not normally put us together as a couple,
Mm-hmm.
because he was like a shorter white guy, and I'm not a white woman, so like we didn't seem like our paths were crossed, but he was like my nigga,
Right. I have one of those too at work.
Yes, he was like my guy.
Yes.
So that was also part of it. I think people were looking at it like, well, how could y'all really be friends like that? Y'all don't look like you would be friends.
You don't know me.
You don't fucking know me. Right. Then so there's that part. I'm much more complex. Don't stereotype me.
Right. Right. Hello.
Excuse me. But it was to the point to where, and usually the first group of men who start questioning me when I have a white work husband,
black men.
You
know what though? I mean, did he have a wife?
He had a wife.
But
yes.
Did she know about? I'm sure she knew about you.
I'm sure she did.
Okay, so what the fuck is the problem? I don't get it. I mean, to me, it's natural. It's normal. You spend more time at work than you do at home. You see the people at work. Well, when we weren't in a pandemic, you would see the people at work probably more hours of the day than you see your actual family. So I don't see anything unnatural or wrong with that.
But I did have a work husband before. He was not quite my work husband, but we were definitely seeing each other. And he ended up asking me to participate in a threesome. Girl, when I say I went home and prayed, I am not even kidding.
Wait a minute. Back the truck up.
Oh my gosh.
Wait a minute. So you were seeing each other?
We were seeing each other as
romantically?
No, as work spouses.
I don't get that. Now that I don't understand.
Yeah, we were he was like, we weren't officially work spouses, but we were definitely seeing each other.
I don't understand that.
we were getting to know each other as work spouses. So
we were seeing each other as work spouses. I don't get it.
We weren't officially a work couple.
I mean, it's only a matter of time before he asked you for a threesome. God,
it would in real life, right? In the creepy part, he was like older than me. Like it was a chance, like he could put a beard on and play Santa Claus.
Oh shit!
That was the other part. Then he wore this. He wore this. Yes, he wore this wooden cross around his neck, and he was like charismatic. Like he was charismatic and warm. Just like his whole presence would shift the energy in a room. He'd make you feel good. But this motherfucker ended up basically grooming me.
You think he'd have groomed others that way?
I don't know. I know is I'm serious. When he finally did it, I felt my skin. I almost felt like my skin was going to crawl off me and just walk down the street. When I say I went home and prayed.
Wait, were you hurt that he had somebody else in mind besides you? I mean, what's the problem?
I was disappointed in my
in your work husband
naivete that I in no way suspected he was grooming me for a threesome. I thought we had a real work husband connection.
Again, I'm not seeing a problem. I mean, the only problem here is your naivete.
Excuse me? Excuse me. I was like, what?
There's
I still am shocked.
I mean,
don't.
it was
I
only. I mean, you never considered it, or
Then and when it didn't work and he finally he was like, yeah,
did y'all break up?
he set it up. You know what, we pulled back. It wasn't we didn't completely destroy the relationship, but it was definitely,
It
it
was
wasn't the
different. It was
same. It was
different after
different.
that.
It
Like
was
shit.
different. It was like, oh,
We different, boo.
oh. And it was like, I didn't grow up on a farm. Why am I so slow? Like, how did I not catch any of this?
But that's another chapter in another book, because you're catching on to innuendo and sleaziness. I'm not saying the man was sleazy. I know this is your work husband and everything. I'm not trying to talk about your husband, but I'm just saying, I'm just saying your naivete is one thing. His cheating, perhaps or not, is another.
Yeah, perhaps. But so I guess I say that to say there are I've had work husbands that were truly sincerely platonic.
Okay.
And I've had work husbands who tried to groom me for threesomes.
Nasty asses.
And I've had work husbands who I think probably in retrospect had crushes on me, but wouldn't have ever acted on it.
Which I think is normal, and I think that's normal and natural.
And I think that's a good point, because just because you are in a relationship doesn't mean that you are never going to like another person again, right?
Or find another person attractive or have crushes. I mean, shit, we do it all the time when we look at people on TV. Like, I have a serious crush. I know this is weird, on Zac Efron, but that's another chapter, another book.
Oh, really?
But I digress.
He's
cute.
Yeah,
I think he's cute. Plus,
his eyes.
I think he likes older women too, which is
wow.
Well, maybe I'm just thinking that because he played in a movie where he liked an older woman. But anyways, but I digress. So the cheating part, I have a question for you. What about maybe I'm jumping the gun here, but does it always have to involve another person to cheat? Like if you're having to see, like if you're say masturbating.
Wow. You're cheating with yourself?
If you're doing it in secret or watching.
You're like to yourself, shh, don't tell
or watching porn, or or watching porn so that you masturbate. I mean, is that cheating?
Wow, that's a hell of a question. Wow. I'm gonna say no.
That's not cheating. It's not a secret. It's a secret.
But it could be a secret. But you know what? You could be with a partner that's so insecure that they're like, if you have spent your day orgasming without me again, how are you supposed to orgasm when I get home?
I mean, seriously though. I mean,
that's possible. I'm gonna go with a no, unless you got like a porn addiction or something, and it's like,
is that cheating?
Doing it
is a porn addiction cheating though?
If you have a porn addiction and we're trying to get you help, and you shouldn't be in there on that porn on the laptop.
I don't understand. I just don't understand the whole. I don't understand the whole concept of how the hell is watching porn an addiction. I don't. Therefore, I don't see it as cheating or a problem. I don't see. I'm serious, and I don't watch porn necessarily, but I just don't see how that's an addiction.
Really? So, do you see how like sex can be an addiction?
Damn. Yeah, I do.
But not porn. I guess it's just like the way that anything can be an addiction. If you can't stop doing it,
then
is like a problem.
I better get rid of these damn chips then, because I cannot stop eating these chips.
Well, then, like that part.
But so you really think that's so you're saying that it could be cheating in the right circumstance, porn and masturbating or masturbating.
I'm not comfortable with calling it cheating, but it could be a betrayal of an agreement.
Okay.
Yeah, but I wouldn't.
I think it's a stupid agreement, but okay.
But if you say you're with a partner and he's like fulfilled all of his sexual needs via porn and himself. And then you get home and you're like, "What's up, Playboy?" And he like, "Oh, I'm done. I'm good." That's a problem.
Is it?
Yeah, it's just like, stop fucking yourself all day. So he can't do nothing for you.
Because the way my stuff is set up, I'm like, I hope you took care of that shit before I got there. I really do.
Yes.
You done?
Right.
Let me circle the block again so you can get done. I just want to encourage people. I know this is an unpopular opinion, but I just want to encourage you to rethink your stance on what constitutes a breach of the agreement. What is the agreement? Is the agreement realistic? I mean, because I don't know that is cheating a deal breaker for you. I hope that it isn't, because there are a lot of good things and a lot of good people have lapses in judgment or whatever, or have, heaven forbid, secrets. Maybe rethink the agreement, maybe.
I agree. I think in most situations that it shouldn't be the end of a relationship. People make mistakes, and if you can get over it, I push through it. The only type of cheating I think that for me that would be like a no, if you cheated with like a close friend or a family member. I don't think I could move past that.
Yeah, I have to agree with that, but I do want to add that one of the signs of cheating that I read about was a history of cheating. Like if you got with them when they were with someone else, then chances are they will do the same thing. So I just do you think that once a cheater, always a cheater?
I don't necessarily think so. I think that people go through things in life, people go through stages in life, different situations. But I don't think that just because you cheated at one point in your life that that's you for forever.
I mean, who among us hasn't looked on somebody else's page before?
Right. Yeah.
I don't mean we always do that. I mean,
yeah,
we had to learn at some point. I agree with that.
And you know what? I would hope that a person would treat me as a complex, a flawed, but good human being. And with that, I want to give other people that same consideration. You know what I'm saying? That is not a black and white thing. That
Absolutely.
It's a nuanced topic, a nuanced discussion, nuanced situation. So that's the way I think it should be looked at.
Absolutely. And I'll just finish that thought with we all need a little grace every now and again, and maybe yours isn't for cheating. Maybe you blew a bag, or maybe you said something poorly, or something horrible. Everybody has their thing. So I just think that we all want and deserve a little grace. And I don't think it's a deal breaker personally, but
I don't
like
either.
you said, if you're cheating with Kev on stage said, my mom, was it Kev on stage? No, it was Schuler King, who read something about the grandmother having a baby by the woman's husband, who was already her brother.
Oh, God.
Like that's a level of cheating. She said everybody was happy until that her grandmother, who's only 48, was having a baby.
What the hell? Okay.
But then they found out that she was cheating with the husband, who was her husband brother, uncle, whatever.
I can't do this.
That's a level of cheating. It's like, come on, that's messy.
Too messy. But yes, so we just want to thank everyone for listening to the Yummy and Fearless podcast with the Side Chicks.
Thank you. Please follow us on all of our socials at Yummy Fearless, and we look forward to interacting with you all more.
Yes, we're out. Thank you for listening. If you like what you heard, review, subscribe, and share. It helps other listeners find us. And don't forget to follow us at Yummy Fearless on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and even Pinterest, where you'll find additional content from today's show and also our highly curated He Can Get It list. As always, you can listen to the Yummy and Fearless podcast with the Side Chicks on Apple iTunes, YouTube, Stitcher, and Spotify. And if no one else has told you today, we love you and thank you so much for listening.